Hello and welcome to Talking Tech for your home-based business. We all know that our business runs much better and we can be way more productive when we use the right systems and tools. I'm Michelle Guinn and I'm here to not only show you some really cool tools for your business, but also how to use them. The content in these videos are my own opinions, and I'm here to introduce you to tools that have made an impact on my productivity and my business. Today, we're going to be talking about Google Calendar. Now remember to like and share this video and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you always have the latest and greatest information on the best tools and systems for your business. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the easiest way to get access to your Google Calendar, whether you've used it before or not, is if you have your Google account set up. If you don't have a Gmail account set up, go ahead and create one. Just Google how to create a Gmail account and you'll get right to it. Now, if you already have your Gmail account, if you go to Google, you'll see these options up here in the upper right corner. You should see a picture or photo or probably your initial if you haven't set up a personalized picture for your Gmail account, and that shows that you're currently logged in to Gmail. And here these 9 dots is going to give you access to all the tools available to you once you have a Gmail account, and Calendar is one of them. So if you just simply click the Calendar button, it will take you to the calendar view. Now I chose to put Google Calendar out there because I know a lot of people probably use it, and I also know that there's probably a lot of people who just aren't using it to its full capacity just yet. And one of the primary things that I like to coach my students on is that you have to schedule your day. You have to put things on your calendar, and that is how you're going to be most productive. Schedule everything out. And what better way to do it than using Google Calendar? It's free. If you have a Gmail account, it comes with your Gmail, so there's nothing additionally you need to sign up with. And you can have it on your laptop, you can have it on your iPad, your tablets, you can have it on your phone. So any place that you put a calendar event, whether it be on your laptop, your phone, your tablet, it's going to all sync together. So no matter where you are, you're going to always have that information right in front of you. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got just the basic Google Calendar up. Now this is not my regular calendar because my calendar has stuff all over it, but I thought we could start with a blank slate here. So it's really simple to navigate through this. So as you can see right now, I have it set to the month settings to where it shows me the entire month of April. Now you can also change it to weekly. And to do that, you just click this button up here and you can show either the day, the week, the month, or the year. You can change it to 4 days as well. So I normally keep mine on the week setting. That way it shows me all the details of all my hours through the week of everything that I have scheduled. Now if I had some things on this, you would see them listed. But we're going to go ahead and add some things so you can see what this looks like. So let's say, for example, I have an appointment for tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So what I would do is just go to tomorrow, which is, in this case, it's Wednesday the 14th of April, and I choose the 10 o'clock time slot, and I would just double click on that. And to me, that's the easiest way. It'll bring you into this editor function. And this is really the best way to go ahead and add your information. So you're going to add a title. So just say appointment. And let me see if I can type here. Appointment with Mary. Okay. And just double check your date and your time. And you can set it, if it's 10 o'clock, let's say it's a 20-minute appointment. Now, Google Calendar does give you preset 15-minute or half an hour intervals, but if you want to change that to be just to 10:20, you can click this 10 o'clock and then just manually, once you click on it, you can manually enter the 10:20 slot, okay? So there I have a 10 to 10:20. This does not repeat. Now I will show you how to set up recurring meetings. So if you have weekly Zoom calls or weekly trainings, weekly coaching appointments, you can set that up here as well. So I've got my appointment with Mary. It's set for April 14th at 10 to 10:20. Now, if we have a location, let's say we have, if it's a physical meeting, you're actually going out to meet with somebody, definitely add the address here. I like to, if it's a Zoom call or a telephone call, I may add the phone number here so I know the number that I'm going to call once I get ready to attend my meeting. Now, you're also able to set notifications. So say you want to be notified 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 1 minute before this meeting, a half an hour. You might even want to get notification the day before. So if you've set this appointment out a month from now, you might want to get a notification the day before to say, oh yeah, I have that tomorrow, so I can remember to make sure that I have it on my schedule. So you can either set it for email or notification. Now, notification is generally going to give you a pop-up on your phone. If you've got Google Calendar set up on your phone, it's going to give you one of those notification pop-ups, and or if you'd rather get an email, or you could do both. So the choice is yours, and you can set it to however short or long interval that you want. I typically do, a 30-minute, and then I might do a 5-minute, just in case I get, because you know how our lives are and we get distracted. So I'm going to get a notification in 30 minutes prior to this scheduled meeting, but then I'm going to go and do something for the next half an hour, and so I'm going to totally forget again and lose track of time. So I like setting these 5-minute or even 2-minute notifications, like, hey, you better be ready to jump on this call in 2 minutes. So I like to do that. You can add additional notifications. So if, like, I wanted to get an email, say 1 day, so we can change day, we can change it to weeks. But if I wanted to get an email, say 1 day, now I have 3 notifications that this appointment with Mary is coming up. There are color codes that you can add to these. So you can set your own color code up for yourself. Like for me, I like to use the red for, like, hey, this is an appointment that I cannot miss. Or an orange or tangerine, as they call it, might be a weekly scheduled coaching call that I should attend, and maybe sometimes some things may come up that I can't, but I know that if it's that color, it's a weekly scheduled thing, and it's something I plan to be on, and I just work it that way. Green I might choose for something that's away, like away from the home, like a vacation or travel that I have to go on. So you pick and choose whatever colors make sense to you, and you color those appointments accordingly. And I'll show you how it looks once we go back to the calendar view, and you'll see how those color codes can really help to help you organize your day. Now this busy function here is busy or free, and really what this does, and I'll do a video shortly in the future for a calendar scheduling tool that I use for when other people want to schedule time on my calendar. So if I set this to busy, it then triggers my other calendars that I cannot or they cannot schedule time at that time. It's blocked basically. But however, if I schedule it to free, and you may have something where you want to put it on your calendar, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're blocking that time. It's just maybe a reminder to do something. It doesn't necessarily have to be done at that very second. So if you wanted to set it for free, or like I use, I'll put school closed notifications on my calendar for my daughter's school, and I'll set that time to free because I don't want to block my whole day because school is closed, but I want that notification. So that's where you would use this free versus busy button. And then down here, of course, you can add all kinds of descriptions. You can add attachments if you wanted to have a document ready for yourself in order to be prepared for this meeting. If you wanted to include a link to the Zoom call, or maybe a link to a website that you can go on prior to your meeting and just have it ready, have it set up. So anything you want to add, make sure that you have everything prepared for yourself for this meeting. You can put it all down here into the description box. Now, one more thing we can do is we can add guests. So if we have Mary's email and we're setting this appointment with her and we want to send this appointment to her so she can add it to her calendar as well, you would just add her email address here, and it would then go ahead and send that to her. Once I hit save, it will send an email to her with this calendar invite. So I'm going to take this off, and you can allow that person, if whoever you've added, it can be multiple people as well, and you can give them the option to invite others, to see who else is invited, and also to modify this event if something comes up and you can't make it or they can't make it. So this is the basic calendar and how you would set up an appointment, a meeting, whatever it is that you're setting up on your calendar, and then you would just go ahead and hit save, and now you see that it sets the time on your calendar view. It's in red because this is an appointment I don't want to miss, and so that's what it will look like. It's very small because remember, we only set it for 20 minutes. Now if we were to set this for an hour and save, now you see it takes up the whole 10 to 11 time block. So that's how that view works, and that's what it will look like as you add more and more events to your calendar. Now, as I said, I like to keep everything on my calendar. So let's say, for example, I want to set time aside for me to go and do a hobby. So I like to horseback ride. I own a horse. So one of the things I do is I put on a certain day of the week. Let's say we'll use example Thursdays. So we'll say go to the barn. And it's normally a 3-hour. So we'll set it for 3 hours. And there. Okay, now this one I want to repeat every week because I want to say to myself, I want to make that commitment that every week on Thursday from 1 to 4, I'm doing this activity. So here's how we do this. We click on this button here, does not repeat, and we want to say repeat weekly on Thursdays. And that's it. That's simple. Now this I might color something a little bit different just because it's not set in stone. However, I want to stick to this calendar, but it's not urgent that I be there, right? So I'm going to color this a different color just so when I look at my calendar and I see that green, I know that that's my barn time, right? So then I could hit save on that. Now let me show you how to do a little bit more complicated, not a complicated, but maybe a little bit more different recurring. Say we have a recurring meeting that happens every Tuesday at 6 p.m. but it only repeats every other Tuesday. So we don't meet every week, but we meet every other week. So we'll say meeting, okay, and we've got Tuesdays. It starts on the 13th of April from 6 to 7 p.m. And in the repeat, I'm going to choose custom. And with that custom, I can say repeat every 2 weeks, right? On Tuesday, We could say it never ends, so this is just a recurring meeting that's just going to be on my calendar until I cancel it. We can say it's going to end on July 13th, so it's this amount of weeks that it's going to go through. Or we can say it's going to end after 6 occurrences. So however it is that you want to set that up. If it's a long-term meeting, you're not sure how long it's going to go or when it's going to end, you just pick never, and then at some point in time you can go and always delete that off your calendar and cancel it. So I'm going to hit done. I'm going to set my notifications to the 30 minutes, and then you can just highlight that and type it, and then to the 5 minutes, right? So I know 30 minutes ahead, I better be prepared. And then I'm going to even, actually I like to set it for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes before I'm at my desk and getting ready to jump on the call. We're going to set this to orange. I like it because it just tells me it's a recurring meeting. We can add the Zoom link here, and just know that, you know, that's the Zoom. And then of course you can copy and paste any description from the meeting details. You can put that down here. So I'm going to save that. So now you see I've got this meeting, recurring meeting at 6 p.m. Mondays on Tuesdays. Now here's how this is going to look in future weeks. So remember, we set this to every other Tuesday. So right now it's set for starting on the 13th. I'm going to go ahead next week. It's not there, right? Because we did every other week. So the following week, there it is again. So this will show on your calendar every 2 weeks until you actually cancel it. Now, how do we cancel this? So let's say we get to June, right? And this meeting's done with. So we're going to hit enter, and we're going to hit this little delete event. And you can delete this particular one. Let's say the organizer of the event says, hey, by the way, we're not going to meet on June 8th because we have something else going on. So you can click delete this event, which means it'll leave the following every other Tuesday on your calendar for the remainder of the upcoming months. You can delete this and following events, meaning that this Tuesday, June 8th, and moving forward, this meeting's done with. Or you can remove all the events, which means it'll take everything off your calendar that's ever had anything to do with this meeting. I like to use this option if I've already attended several of these meetings, and it just means that it's going to delete everything from now until, you know, moving forward. So I can do that, but you see, if I go back, this meeting is still on my calendar in May and April. So it's really good, easy way to get those things on your calendar. Now we can do these all-day events. Let's say we have a summit that we're attending for the weekend, and you can do this several ways. If you have specific times that you know the summit is going to start and end, you can definitely enter those times. Let's say it's 9 o'clock until 6 p.m. on this day. All right, and add your Zoom call, add your notifications, change your color. This is you know, this is a weekend event, so I might color it something different. And you can save it here. You can do repeat, so we can repeat daily. Actually, we want to set this. Yeah, we can repeat daily and set it until the 18th. Let's say it's a 3-day event, right? So it starts April 16th, 9 to 6, repeats daily until the 18th. And if we hit save, let's double check and make sure. We hit save. All right, so we've got this set from the 16th, the 17th, and oh, that did not look right at all. Okay, that's not how we do that. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to edit this. We're going to remove this daily. I'm going to remove this setting and just leave it for the day. And then I'm going to show you how to how to get it saved and duplicated so that it shows up every day for 3 days. So let me hit save on this. Now that's fixed our calendar event. Yes. All right. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click this options button and I'm going to hit duplicate. Now this opens the editor back up and it allows me to choose the next day, the 17th. Hit save. Now I've got it on 2 days. If it's a 3-day event, do the same thing. Click on it, click on options and duplicate and change it to the 18th and save. All right, so now we've got this event starting from 9 to 6 on 3 days. Okay, so these are the basics of how to use your calendar. I highly encourage you to add everything on your calendar, whether it's a personal thing, whether it's an hour that you want to spend with your kids, whether it's make a phone call, follow up with this person or that person, having to go on Facebook and add new posts to your business page, anything that you have, any kind of task, appointment, thing that you need to schedule time in your day. You could set a daily reminder for you to call your clients, follow up with people, and set that from 2 to 3 every single day, Monday through Friday, and put that on your calendar. That way you've scheduled that time, it's in your face because you're getting notifications, and it's going to keep you on task with what you're doing. So it's a huge help with your productivity. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got some ideas on how you can use Google Calendar to help you better manage your productivity and your time and your day. And if you liked this video, please like and share it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can always have the latest and greatest information on all these tools and the best systems to use for your business and your productivity.